Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner, and it's Tuesday, right? Yep, it's Tuesday. Okay, so happy Tuesday. We got some Tuesday night chat, and if y'all follow me on IG, y'all know I was not gonna go live today. Okay, however, y'all convinced me. Tracy sent me some stuff. I said, "Oh Lord, we have to have a bit of a conversation about that." Okay, and there's always some foolishness to discuss. So here we are. Okay, but y'all know how we do. Happy Taco Tuesday, Happy Tequila Tuesday, Happy Titty Tuesday, whatever tea you celebrate. Okay, happy that for you. Anyway. Y'all know, do a few things because we not gonna be here long, y'all. We not gonna be here long, but we gonna be here, until we not here no more. Please make sure to take a little time and make sure to subscribe to my channel. Become a whole JayBird, Don, and Zon. Okay, it's the thing to do. Make sure to also like the video, please, and thank you. Okay, comment in the comment section because it is a conversation between me, y'all, and us, and we, and whatever. You can also share the video. By just hit and share. And let other people who don't know me get to know me, and they will love me how you love me. Okay. You can also follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, or Tick of the Top. Okay, now I'm here, y'all. Hi, hello. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Okay, y'all. I was at work. Okay, I was at work minding my business, working. Okay. And I popped on IG. Okay. Early, I told y'all, you got to follow me around here. Okay. Because we have quick little chit chats or whatever. And I'm like, y'all, anything really going on today. I'm not going to go live tonight because it's not much to discuss and blah, blah, blah. And they was like, girl, you ain't hear about what happened with Kyle. I'm like, who was Kyle? Okay. And I'm like, oh, I don't, is it Kyle from Beverly Hills? Are you meaning Kylie Jenner? Like, what happened? I don't know what happened. And child, when they told me that Kyle was the person who runs the neighborhood talk blog, and I said, okay. And they say, child, that he was exposed, honey, around here doing stuff. I said Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Okay. And then I was like, well, that's stuff to talk about. Okay. That's stuff to talk about. So we're gonna get into that a little bit later on. When I can remember, okay? Because it's too early in the video to have that conversation. But just know that's the reason why we here today on live. Because I was not going to go live. I was not, but I said people is exposing people. And then I remember, the Tasha K clip of her talking to Will Smith's best friend. We have more with the Chrisean, Tamar, James situation, the debacle. Okay. What else do we have? I forgot. Royce's, part 2 interview with Carlos King. And then Bishop Rob-bery, honey, was live yesterday and today. And I have snippets of that. So we gonna get into it, y'all. We gonna get into it. But how y'all doing? Let me get some hellos in. Hey, how y'all doing? Happy Tuesday. Thank y'all for being here. Cause y'all can be anywhere in the world. Y'all chose. Y'all made a choice to be around here to listen to me in this foolishness. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You rock one. You know it. Look, y'all. Look, I always set my live for 9 p.m. But I need y'all to know that sometimes I may not get in. Go out the freezing. I may not get in here till around 9:10 because I'll be walking in the door. Okay, at like 8:58. Okay, I'll be walking in the door sometime at the last minute and be trying to get my water and be trying to, just do what needs to be done. Okay, if I'm frozen, I should unfreeze in a second. I can see myself frozen. The signal was being honey, what it's being. Okay. So do we'll make this child. We're gonna get into it. But good evening. The middle pick, honey, is the middle pick. It's something to discuss. Okay, the middle pick is something to discuss because I have opinions on what is being said, honey. People is messy. Okay, hey Colorado, hello, Colorado. I don't even think I know a city in Colorado. What's a city in Colorado? I don't even know. Is it cold there? Is it warm there? What's the weather like in Colorado? I don't think I know anybody from Colorado. Okay. I hope y'all have liked the video because y'all in here. It's 119 people. I hope I have at least 100 likes. Okay. Just hit the little like. Hit the little like. Hit the button around here. Okay. Hit the button around here. You know what I'm saying? I watch you too much. I be randomly having your dance break. You know what I'm saying? And look, the reason for that is because YouTube, you have to have free type music. So YouTube has like a whole library of all this music, and I just have to pick the right one so we can come around here and have a little dance off. Look, this little dance off. This is a little dance off. Okay, honey, field reporter Tracy. I said, Tracy, what is quick? Sent me the whole video. I said, look, y'all, my reaction, because on YouTube, on IG, while I was on live on IG, Tracy sent me the video. And I was like, oh, like my reaction. Girl, I say I am gooped and gagged, okay? But I was like, Lord, I may post that on my on here when we done. I'm not sure. We shall see. Okay, but welcome to the corner, y'all. I hope everybody's having a good time, good day, and is ready to just get into. Girl, my fingers being we're gonna get into some things. Okay, I'm trying to get my hellos in and say hey. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get here. We're not gonna be here. Oh, Denver. I know Denver. The Denver Broncos. See, I did not even go to Denver, Colorado. Lord Jesus. Okay. So that everybody saying Denver. So does anyone know any other city, Colorado, besides Denver? But I do know Denver. I do. But yeah, we're gonna get into a Boulder. I've heard of Boulder, Colorado. I do. Okay. Right. Tracy, Tracy is continuously, she's always sending me things. And Tracy don't get mad if I don't respond. Because Tracy don't be busy. Tracy send me things, and other folks do too, but Tracy do send me things the most. And I truly appreciate that. Okay, because sometimes I just like I was at work I'll be busy. I'm saying my reactions. I need to watch it back because I was like, Lord, what is going on? Lord, I can't believe this here right here. Okay, Colorado. Okay. So I do know some stuff about I didn't realize I knew stuff about Colorado. Okay, but let's get into what we here to get into. Okay, now y'all know how things go. Y'all know the people. Okay, the people who was on the thumbnail will be round the last. Now, y'all know Bishop Robbery will be last. Now he talks, I think because it's two separate videos for Bishop Robbery. I think one I cut down about 8 minutes and the other was about 10. So I could not hear him just keep talking because he was getting on my damn nerves. Okay, however, it's fine. Now we don't have much fashion because there was not any other event that I want to. It was not an event to have a red carpet, is what I'm trying to say. But some of the celebrities had pictures of themselves. Okay, so Kerry Washington, around here in Miami, you know what I'm saying, looking good. Girl, I don't know what. That lady found out her daddy by birth or whatever, and I said, "Man, you were looking good around here, Kerry Washington." Okay, now her dress. I love this dress because to me it's like a tulip dress. Okay, it is a bridal shower dress. Okay, it is a brunch dress. Okay, it's real feminine. It's real. It don't look flimsy. It looks easy breezy, but not flimsy. Okay, I love the different colors from the golden to the kind of pink blush to the teal and the green and the brown throughout. Okay, it's a really, really cute dress and simple, easy heels with it. Okay, but I don't like heels. I would be in a good old flat. You hear me? But this dress is so cute. Okay, and it seems refreshingly easy. Refreshingly easy. And sometimes that's all you want. You want something real refreshingly easy. Okay. Now, also, we have Monica. Now, y'all know Monica's always around here, in some clothes. Okay. Monica's always around here dressed and she's always modeling stuff. I'm like, is she a singer still? Does Monica still sing? I think she do. But I be feeling like Monica, child, you an IG model now? Her ear, let me mind. She, and I'm not saying she don't be performing here and there, whatever, but I feel like she's consistently posting from photo shoots she had. I'm like, she got more photo shoots than Beyonce. All up and through. Okay, blue jean outfit, blue jean gloves, little turtleneck, little New York hat. Okay, you know what I'm saying? We also have Carrie Hilson. Every time Alex said his lady name, he said, "You mean Carrie Hilton?" I'm like, Lord Jesus. I love her little hat. The little hat is real, real cute. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if they on tour somewhere? Because we also have Maya around here. Now Maya is dressed in a dang on girl. I don't want to see nobody else in that outfit. First of all, that outfit that they be wearing or whatever, it look like a skater's outfit. Okay, I don't need it no more. I don't want to know around here. But if my signal pop out and I pop a screen, that's why. I want y'all to have the best visuals. Okay. But Maya, I'm like, because everybody named Mama has had this outfit on with the cutout parts around the body or whatever. It's like, okay, but out of Maya, Monica, and Carrie Hilson, I like Carrie Hilson's outfit, okay? Because Monica outfit, I'm like, why her pants look like they down real low? I'm assuming the shirt, I don't know. But Carrie's, look, girl, the silver pleated skirts, black leather top, little leather biker jacket, the little hat, the braids, okay? It gives easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl, okay? It's real cute, and the vibe is a vibe, okay? Monica, pull up your pants. Monica, pull up your pants, ma'am. Just stop. Pull them up. Pull them up. Okay. However, we still love Monica. Okay, even if she don't be, I'm still waiting on the damn album. Still waiting. Lastly, we have Serena Williams and her family. Okay, Serena, Alexis, who is, I think is the husband, and then Olympia, the daughter. Okay, it's real cute. Okay, now look, we know that Serena had got the little style icon from some. Was it from the CFDA? I think it was from CFDA, and she won, or she was, given the honors of like a fashionista, or whatever it was. And I said, she don't always be hitting the mark, but this time she hit the mark. Okay, when she do right, it right, and when she has good makeup artists who know her skin tone and know how to highlight her right, her makeup sometimes be flawed and the less. Okay, because we've seen her and it not be right. You know what I'm saying? We've seen her and she be too light and looking kind of painted on white, and sometimes, you know what I'm saying, looking a little bit too dark. But this to me looks great. Fully great. Okay. Come, child. It's the green coat. It's the fucking green coat. It's the green coat for me. Child, the green coat with the purple dress, with the banging skin and the cute hair. It looks absolutely chic and absolutely gorgeous. Okay, I want it. Now, I think I had a coat and tan. I had that coat and tan. I really do. I will get it. It was hot. This effortlessly gorgeous. And y'all know she just had a baby. Look at she's a brick house. She's mighty, just letting it all hang out. She's a brick house, okay? We're gonna put some respect on Serena Williams. Is the last name O'Hannon? Whatever the last name is, okay? Because this, okay, and a part of me feel like, she's had issues getting the right makeup artist. Sometimes she's had issues getting the right stylist or whatever who don't style her right. Whoever did your makeup here, whoever did your hair here, whoever styled you here, keep them on the payroll. Okay. Whoever did all this, the photographer, the lighting person, the makeup person, who picked the shoes, who put your lotion on. If it was you, fine. My point is, whoever picked and put, if you did this, cool. Then do yourself all the time. But if you had a team that picked this for you, keep that team on the payroll. Keep that team on the payroll. You can afford it. You was far from broke. Not that everything should be about, fashion, but I'm like, girl, sometimes we need you to get it right and not be around here looking foolish. And we like, girl, you can look better. Like, cause I'm not a makeup girl. I only wear lipstick. I only wear lipstick. Okay. If I was a makeup girl and I was a person who was going to wear makeup consistently, and I was someone who had to be in the public eye a lot, I would be sure I would want to have the best makeup person on my staff, because I do not want to look dumb, in photos and this and that and that and this. And I get mad when I see her looking bad, and not because she's a bad person or she looks bad, but because if she's in Japan, okay, and the Japan makeup artists don't know nothing about black skin, and they give her bad makeup, and then she looks bad, and then the photo they down her because of how she looked. I'm like, Serena, you need to pay a traveling makeup artist, a traveling stylist, and a traveling hair person. When you are somewhere, you it will be promoted photos or just photos in general, you need to do it. Okay, write it off as a big expense. But ma'am, I'm just saying, because look, gorgeous. Can't tell me nothing at all. Okay, now that's all I have for fashion. I told you it's gonna be ones and dones. Now, oh, congratulations. Okay, congratulations. Confetti. Issa Rae is on the cover of Marie Claire, looking gore and the just. Okay, the gore and the just. And when you look the gore and the just, that's better than just looking gorgeous. Okay. Issa has a lot of people on her payroll, because not saying that she can't dress or whatever, because 8 times, 8 times out of 10, Issa looks so well put together. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what's supposed to happen. Like, if you just go into the grocery store, you ain't got to be put together with the grocery store. If you just running down to the Blockbuster, I know we're not a Blockbuster. If you going down to the Blockbuster, you don't have to be all done up. You know what I'm saying? In regular life, you do not have to be all of this. But when you're doing magazine covers or events where you know it will be photos, you should look good. Okay. And I rarely see Issa not look good. This whole little yellow is kind of like a not a burnt yellow. It's not a bright yellow. It's like mustard color. It's like a mustard color. You know what I'm saying? It's cute. And the fact that the shorts and then thigh-high boots, okay, that's what works for me. You know what I'm saying? This purple. Now, the one titty, Lisa, make sure it stays put away now. Keep the one titty you put away now, okay? But, this plum purple looks beautiful on her skin tone. Skin glowing. You hear me? Shiny. All up and through. The cute little gray dress. It could be a sack, but a cute sack nonetheless. Okay. Legs are toned up and shiny. You know what I'm saying? This all black. Oh, I love the coat. I love a good coat. I love a good coat. Okay. And I don't know who she looking at over there, but it looks good. The all black cat suits, okay, with a big ass red coat. I feel like that's the same thing that Rihanna had on at the football thing. It's still cute. We still like it, y'all. Just simply amazing. Just simply amazing. Okay, real nice and chic, real easy breezy, beautiful. Real comfy in my skin, okay, real cozy. Now, yeah, she also has her own wine, okay, and whatnot. Now, because of the whole, strike, she could not celebrate some things. I like that she's acknowledging the show Rap Shit. Now, Rap Shit, which is still on HBO Max, the season is out, okay, so y'all make sure to be on HBO Max watching Rap Shit, okay. It's been 2 episodes. It's cool. It's good, okay. But again, congrats to Issa for getting on and being on the cover, okay, of Marie Claire, because she deserves it. Okay, Issa came from YouTube. Issa came from here, so I will always love and respect her hustle, because child, it can be hard getting around here. Now, I want to tell y'all, I need y'all to go get y'all cousins, okay? Go get y'all cousins. They round here causing havoc with the Amazon truck. Now, I don't like it when people be on the beat of the S, okay? It's like, why are y'all messing with us? Okay, so they showed these people just stealing boxes from the Amazon truck. Now, this is my thing. I can't stand a thief. Thieves get on my nerves. Now, that's the Amazon driver, because she like, I can't do nothing. If it's 4, 5, 6 dudes robbing my truck, why would I watch? Why would I run over there and try to stop them? They for them to beat me up? No, ma'am, no, sir. No, sir, Bob. Okay. And so she kind of just stood and looked like, oh, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Ma'am, nothing. Let them steal whatever it is. But I'm like, why would y'all rob the Amazon truck? Why would y'all just take stuff out the Amazon truck? We then seen them fools allegedly opening up the boxes that they stole from Amazon. And it's, Dior boxes, it is Louis Vuitton boxes, Gucci boxes or whatever. And they are happy, like, oh my God, we hit a lick. Oh my God, we hit. I was like, them was just boxes. Them just boxes. Like, and also let me be clear, I feel like nothing real that's Gucci or Louis Vuitton or Dior is going to be on Amazon truck. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like why, and I'm like, first of all, why y'all posting it? Why y'all on social media showing the dang on thing that y'all stole? What sense does that make? Even if somebody ordered a whole bunch of Gucci boxes and Fendi or whatever boxes to do whatever, ain't nothing in there. And as somebody I've ordered from the actual Gucci store, the actual Louis Vuitton store, okay, it comes I think it's mainly FedEx. It's FedEx, maybe UPS too. But you have to sign for it. Okay, you got to be there. They don't deliver nothing through Amazon. Okay, again, they may be empty boxes, but ain't nothing in there Gucci or Fendi or Louis Vuitton. Okay, and I'm like, y'all hype over empty boxes. Now the crazy part is they can probably sell them empty boxes to fake Instagram people who would then act like, oh my God, look at all my boxes. Look at all my Louis Vuitton boxes. So maybe they can sell the boxes to people who want to fake like they bought something. But if you have a box and can't open the box and show, hey, and when you get it's a whole LV card. It's just different. It's just different. So I was like, what is wrong with y'all? We got the boxes. So, but you don't have the product. Okay, you don't have the product. Just stupidity. Okay, so y'all don't be trying to steal stuff from the Amazon box. Don't do that. Okay. Now I want to get it. I have been saving. Well, not saving. I have this video been saved in my thing for like a week. Okay. And this is Bow Wow's baby mom. Okay. She's the mama to the daughter. Okay. To little Shy. You know what I'm saying? And she's talking about how, Shy will be 13 soon and how her daughter's getting older. And so she no longer kind of wants to be on social media. Mom, don't do this. And Mom, don't do that. And this is her talking about how she just does not want to be like on social media. Listen up. Oh, sound.
One of you were like, why don't you post Shy as much anymore? And people ask me that too, like on social media, because they only really see Hendrix. Shy will not let me record her. You guys see it? You guys see it in the video? You see it? I don't know what it is. I don't know if because she's about to be a teenager, like she's literally going to be 13 in 6 months. Oh my gosh, she's going to be 13. I'm going to have a 13-year-old. She's going to be 13 in 6 months. Like, I don't know. She just does not like being recorded.
I feel like parents may not understand, like, when your kid is younger, sometimes kids like to be dancing around and having fun doing this. Once kids hit like double-digit ages or whatever, they're about to be around high school or whatever, they don't want to be seen with you. They be good. Okay? Leave us alone.
She's just like, Mom, stop. Mom, stop. Every time I have to like sneak into it. And even when I sneak into it, she gets so mad.
Because don't sneak and record me. That's illegal.
She's just like, no, I look crazy. Like, no, I look crazy. My hair needs to be done. And then when her hair is done, she's like, Mom, stop. I'm like, what's the problem? She's like, I just don't want to be recorded. Like, I don't want to do that. And I don't want to act either.
Now that's the little key. Because we've seen her and Bow Wow both push the little daughter to, okay, she wants to act, she can dance. And so the fact that she's telling her, like, I don't want to be recorded, I don't want to be on camera, I do not want to act.
Lastly, I was like, okay, like, we're not even talking about acting. I don't want to do it. And I feel like you and my dad are trying to pressure me into like acting and all this stuff. And I don't want to do it. Like, I just want to be a kid. I just want to go to school. And like, I just want to, like, you know, be a kid and play sports and have friends and like that. I just want to be a kid.
Let her be a kid.
Baby girl. In my head, I'm like, girl, you're 12, you're so talented and so beautiful, and you could really be out here getting to the bag at 12.
And that's the gotcha. Okay. I feel like when I've seen the daughter with the mama, like dancing or whatever, and when I've seen her like with Bow Wow, like on stage, she always did seem really, really shy. When I was here with Bow Wow, like on the big stage. And I feel like her thing is they want to push me because I'm Bow Wow's daughter. He's a rapper, he's acting or whatever. I'm also talented or whatever. I can dance. But if she's telling y'all, I don't want to do that. I don't want y'all to be recording me. I don't want to do TikTok with y'all. I don't want to be acting or whatever. Let me be a kid. And I also think it could be thinking her like, I don't want to live my life in the spotlight because of the money y'all think I can make. I'm like, first of all, she should not be really needing the money. She's 12. If they haven't already made enough money off of her, because she's been, around doing little things here and there over the years or whatever, I feel like she should already have enough money saved up to where she should be good. Okay. And if once she turns, let's say 16, and she wants to then do this or do that, or if she wants to do it and it's not be on camera, let that be that.
But okay, I get it. I'm not gonna pressure her. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna pressure you. That's not what you want to do, and you don't have to do it. But you guys, I don't know. Try to like comment or something, knock some sense into her.
She don't need no sense knocked into her at all. And because she also has a child with Future. And that child, of course, is the youngest little boy named Hendrix. Maybe Hendrix would want to be around and be in things. Maybe that's what Hendrix want to do. Because the last thing they did was this thing. I'm not going to play the song. But she was saying how in this TikTok, the Shy did not want to do it. And how she was like, I taught you, because I taught you to dance, not for us to be on TikTok, but because it was fun. And sometimes I think that's one thing, too, that parents who want to be hip and cool may not get. Your child is teaching you something, not for it to be exploited on TikTok. It could be just, hey, mom, we having fun dancing around the house. But then you make it be a whole TikTok thing, and then I have to go in here and perform. I don't want to perform. Leave me alone. Okay, leave me alone. And again, because she's about to be 13, she probably is at the age where dancing with your mom is just not cool no more. Yes, I can do it. I don't want to. Leave me be, bitch. Okay, so let's hope Bow and the mama leave that little girl alone and let her be. Okay. Speaking of parenting, let's do Benzino. Coi did an interview with Angie Martinez. Now let's listen a little. Coi Leray, the little rapper, that's Benzino's daughter, and I feel like her and Benzino always beefing. Because he always was finished. But let's listen.
Your father deal with the success? Because that's got to be triggering for him in a lot of ways too. Triggering, or maybe he's just proud, or maybe like, I don't know.
At first it was rocky because I felt like he couldn't handle my success. I felt like it did come from an envious place, which is okay because he's human and it's fine. But I felt like, he still wants, like, he's one of those people that feels like, yo, like, I still have a story to tell. I still feel like something, I have to say something. Like, no, he's like, I have to say something. Like, he's one of those people like, let me at him.
The same way you just said that no matter what happens in this business, you're not going to let it go.
Right, but
how does your...
So, I feel like even though Coi Leray is a new artist, she's newly famous. She's trying to make a mark in this industry. I do think Coi is talented. I do think she's trying to hone her craft to not be so all over the place or whatever. And I feel like Benzino, in my opinion, I do sometimes feel like he wants her to give him credit because he's her father. But when I saw a comment earlier who said how we know, Diddy's kids because Diddy be with them kids. You know what I'm saying? We know Chrisean Combs and Justin Combs, them twins, that they be with their daddy. You know what I'm saying? There are many kids of famous people who we know them, like we know Regine because Wayne, that's my child. I don't think no one knew Benzino was her daddy. And it's weird to me that I feel like she be in these interviews or whatever, and they bring up her father because it's Benzino. Like if her daddy was some random dude who worked at Farmer Jack, wouldn't nobody keep asking her in interviews about how he handles her fame? Because no one would care. And I feel like when they ask her how he is handling things or whatever, no matter what she says, a part of me feel like he has an issue with it because she doesn't make it seem as if he's a great dad and he's done this. Like I feel like when she discusses him, it was a rough. He wasn't always around, you know what I'm saying? I'm not his only kid. But I'm like, no one even knew that he was her father. So I do feel like he always gets pissed off and said, well, how am I envious? Now, I think maybe not envious, but I do feel like he does want, or he does like it, that people refer to him as their father when discussing her career and her being an artist and her trying to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. I just want Benzino and her to like sever the artist connection. Like, or for her to say, hey, in my interviews, like, don't ask me about my dad. Because, you know what I'm saying, focus on me. Because every time y'all ask me about my dad, we get the beefing. Because he up here complaining and posting. And she maintains a fact, because he even went and was talking with Tasha K. And look, once you get on here and start talking to Tasha K about your kids, I'm like, sir, get out of my face. Sir, go ahead on somewhere. Okay, sir, leave it be. I believe in some of her, because I don't listen to her music, but I think in her music she said how she had a different upbringing or whatever. Sometimes she was out here in these streets and whatever, and he don't like her version of her life. He even did because he did a live in his car.
Cars, Queen never slept in no fucking car that I knew about. I had my daughter 5 months out the year. I was with her mother until she was 9, and I had her from 9 to 16, 5 months out the year. She'd be with me. She lived with me twice. She lived here in Atlanta with me, and she went to Campbell High School. Like, I was a single dad, and I was taking care of my kids, all my kids, and her 2 older brothers by 2 other men that wasn't mine. So when I'm watching this, I'm just looking at somebody, she looked like she's almost brainwashed. Like, she ain't never slept in no car and sold drugs and all this. Like, I don't know why she's running with this narrative. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm like, is he hating? I'm like, is he hating? Because I feel like him saying 5 months out of 12, she was with me. Well, for the other 7 months, what was she doing? Like if she lived with you 5 months out of the year, what else? Who had her the other 7 months? 5 months out the year, that didn't even half the year. She was somewhere else. So I tell Benzino, that was a good song. I love that song back in the day. Okay, if y'all have not heard Benzino song from back in the day in 2000 Rock Party, go let's do it. So it's weird to me. My son, it's weird to me that he's admitting like sometimes she did it with me. 5 months out the year she with me. Okay, I had sir, that still means at some point in time you ain't have her. And even if for 7 months out of her life she was homeless, and for 7 months out of her life she sold little drug, sir, that's her story. But I feel like why I keep trying to expose her as a liar is she's trying to be. Half these rappers don't do what they say they're doing. I'm just wondering if half the rappers on the records or whatever be embellishing, they embellishing. Why you care what she said? I just want them to fix their family dynamics and stop letting that shit spill out into the atmosphere. Okay? Because it's like, what's going on? What's going on? However, I want them to stop it. Okay? Stop fussing, stop fighting, leave it be. And if she says stuff in her interviews, in her songs that you don't like, don't rock with her. Because clearly she wants her narrative to be her narrative. And no matter what you say, some folk gonna believe her anyway. But I do feel like as a parent, like leave her be. Like ain't no point in arguing. Ain't no point in arguing.
Fucking Monty Littman, the guy that owns Universal Republic, took her to a graduation.
To a graduation? What the?
Went with her to the graduation. She went and got a GED. She pleaded, she went to the high school. He's an alumni. He went with her. He was her escort to the shit. You see the shit that I'm going through? Like I could just blitz the fuck out and just go but you know what? I can't.
Sir, why aren't you upset that somebody went to the graduation? What are you doing? Child, once people start, girl, I just want them both to get out of my face. Okay? Because I feel like every time Coi does any kind of interview, they get to fussing about who said what to who and when, where, how, and why, and blah, 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 blah. And I don't care either way. Okay? Now, what was not on my bingo card? Why is Foxy Brown and Claudia Jordan fussing? I'm like, now who the hell said that? Who? Why? Now, I know Kim, because it started because of this. Where's that? Let me see. You know, Kim was on live, right, talking.
My book has been done.
Because Kim writing a book. Kim is writing her memoir, and so she's discussing the memoir.
And I'm going to write y'all a letter to tell y'all what's going on, but it's not really cool. But I don't want to use this to talk about it. I really don't. But just know, it's like that. It's crazy. Like when we post our pre-sales, we be surpassing the Bible, and that's crazy.
The Bible? Like the Jesus Bible? Kim saying that her memoir is selling more than the Bible. I was like, do that many people buy the Bible on a regular basis? I don't know. But it came from there. From Kim saying that her book is selling more than the Bible. Now, does she mean, her, because I was like, right, the King James Version? They call her first album the Bible. Why? They don't call it hardcore? I call it hardcore. See, honey, right. I want to see the book. I hope she's honest. That book is so that is. Why they call her album the Bible? And see, that's the part that's weird to me. Because I was like, what? We call that album the hardcore. Okay. LeBron James version of the Bible. Because I was like, what? You know, we call it hardcore. I have never heard anybody refer to Lil Kim's first album, Hardcore, as the Bible. Never. And I was around when hardcore. I was rapping hardcore when it came out. I ain't never heard. So when she said the book she wrote, her memoir, is selling more than the Bible, I'm like Jesus. Okay. See, anybody call her album Bible is some new. That's some new stuff. That's some made up stuff. Okay, Kim, don't be making up stuff. Okay, at all. Right. If they talking about her actual first album, okay, that's fine. But you can't call it. You can't say the Bible because nobody thinks. Nobody my age think about her thing being called the Bible. Okay, but from that, okay, I suppose that Foxy Brown then put Bible laughing out loud. And the thing about it is, I feel like the laughing part could have been if I found the Bible, girl, I would laugh too. What you mean the Bible? Go ahead and shit it's selling more than my first album, hardcore. Okay, say that. So if Foxy laughing at it's the Bible, because when I seen that, I said, why is Kim comparing her book to the Bible about Jesus? I was confused. Okay, so I feel like, Foxy Brown laughing could have been simply because the Bible, girl, no, okay. Child, Claudia was defending Kim. I don't know where. Probably was somewhere on Fox. So I don't watch that. And supposedly we see that Foxy jumped into the DMs of Claudia. Now, I said, now who the hell? Okay. And it says somebody better warn you nobody has bit. I said, not nobody has bit. Okay. It laughed out loud. What you gonna do to me? Fight me like your career has been fighting success as of late. No one's scared of you. No one is scared of an old bitch. Okay. Trust me, I am one too. Now fall back and stop embarrassing yourself, dummy. And when Foxy said, feet look like Doritos, watch it. Not Doritos. I like Doritos. Well, Claudia had a feet fixed, okay? And Claudia said that, ain't you a former rap star that kept a missing side tooth? Girl, you wasting time fussing with people just because they love Kim. Do better and floss. Not do better and floss. Not do better and floss. Oh, and my toes are fixed, but where's your crowns? Bridges our way. Child, Foxy then sent a screenshot of Googling what is Claudia Jordan famous for. I said, oh, no, okay. Child, I'm like, why is it? But it's like, why is this even escalating? What is happening? And the fact that Google said she's known for appearing as a model on Deal or No Deal and The Price is Right. And being on season 2 and 6 of The Apprentice. I was like, why y'all, for what? What is going on? And then she posted how Foxy Brown got booted from a cruise or from a time during a cruise. I'm like, no, you will not win this. And even just as a Deal or No Deal model has more relevancy, followers, and sense than you, go away, and that's still Team Kim hater. I'm like, the fact that Claudia Jordan and Foxy Brown were DMing each other, fussing over Lil Kim in a Bible reference. I'm like, what is going on? Now, I feel like, Foxy is still brown. She's still brown. She may still be deaf. She may not hear that this sounds crazy, but ma'am, just stop it. Now, I do feel like Claudia Jordan is famous, and I don't know when she got famous, but I feel like I've always just known her like out the blue. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like, well, why y'all beefing? It's weird. It's dumb. It doesn't make any sense. Foxy was crazy for even jumping to Claudia's DM, and DM, you crazy for responding. I would have left that shit on red. left it on where I am too booked and too busy to be working to be fussing with Foxy fucking Brown. I say the people around here is going crazy. Because who the hell would think that Foxy Brown and Claudia Jordan will be fussing in 2020 or 2023? Okay. Child, I just cannot. People is going crazy around here. Now, I guess we can say congratulations. So people have been saying, talking about Dwayne Wade. Okay. Now, a lot of folks have always asked, oh, don't he have that sad baby? And we never really see them together. Well, Dwayne Wade took his son, Xavier Wade, to the Lakers game for his birthday. Now, we rarely ever see them out publicly together, but he took him down there to the game, had happy birthday, Xavier, all up on the thing or whatever. He have him playing with the players or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He's happy. I'm like, oh, that's real cute. Now, folks are saying, oh, him and Gabby ain't together, and that's why he around that baby. Now, first of all, when you say when you get to meet your favorite player, first of all, that's weird to me because why he ain't been met LeBron? I feel like Dwayne Wade and LeBron have been friends for a while. And it says when you get to meet your favorite player, why you just meeting that man? Because even if the kid not gonna be around Gabby, I still don't believe that it's they had been saying before that the baby mama did not want the child to be like, oh, around like that. She did not want people looking at them as like a whole happy family. At least that's what I believe was said back when she first had a kid and she was on Basketball Wives. But I don't believe that Gabrielle Union Wade is the reason we don't see that son. I really believe, because they had said before that the mama, they had an agreement to never show him. The mama supposedly wanted to keep him out of the eye. Okay. And that was why you would never see them publicly, but you would see photos of them together, being taken from a lens from far away. At all. Okay. Because the mama didn't want that. Okay. Supposedly. But girl looked round here with the kid. So even though, and that's Dwayne Daddy. First of all, Dwayne Daddy looks good. Okay. He's a good looking old man. But for those of y'all who had never seen the son, that is Dwayne Wade's side baby son, who we rarely see. So again, I remember when that chick was on Basketball Wives and she wasn't really allowed to even speak much about, she never even said on the show who her baby was, because she wasn't allowed to. And I recall an interview she did, or it was an interview somewhere, and I remember it because I thought it was crazy when I said, that's crazy that the baby mama was like, I don't want my son, over there, as if, because at that point in time, that was right when Dwayne Wade had gotten custody of his 2 kids from the ex-wife. And I recall the narrative being the baby mama of the sad baby did not want her child, in the circle of Dwayne Wade has all his kids and the mamas ain't shit. And so it was she did not want the child being publicly shown how Dwayne's other kids were out in the open. You know what I'm saying? And that was why you've never even seen Dwayne Wade's kids post photos of themselves with the sibling. That's a gotcha right there. Okay, is like we've seen his kids post photos of themselves with each other, but you've never seen the kids, you know what I'm saying, post pictures. And I mean it's the older two, you know what I'm saying, Zaya and I think it's, and I forgot his oldest son name, and even the nephew son he has. We've never seen them post pictures of just them with him because the mama did not want the break baby, the sad baby, to be, you know, around here in the stuff. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But happy birthday to the kid. Okay. Happy birthday to the son that we finally get to see. But I'm like, but why? But they keep saying, oh, it's because Dwayne and Gabrielle are separated. I don't know. I'm not gonna say they not, but I'm not gonna say they is. Okay. The scamming dude, okay, Cesar Pena, has filed a $10 million lawsuit against Tony the Closer. Tony the Closer was the guy who kept going on social media saying, oh, Caesar's the crook and blah, 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 blah. He was making video after video about him. And so Caesar said, I'm going to sue your ass. I'm going to sue you for $10 million. Okay, since plaintiffs have suffered damages and are entitled to recover compensation damages in the amount of $10 million plus punitive damages in an amount to be determined later on. Okay, I was like, what? It says the defendant Robinson, as a result of his malicious and reckless false statements and accusations the defendant made against them. Look, people gonna learn. That you can't be making accusations against people to the point of where you're saying things are factual and things are, well, yes, this is true and that's true and blah, 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 blah. Because some folks may just sue you. Some folks may say, I want your monies. And this is what Tony has done. Okay. I'm like, child, can you sue somebody for defamation if you were arrested for scheming and scamming? Anyway, the Shade Room obtained court documents which accused Tony of intentionally spewing false, slanderous, and defamatory. Yeah. Statements about Singer and the wife. Okay. And again, he was all on the YouTube page, on the Instagram page, or whatever. The documents said that Tony falsely accused Caesar of owing $900,000 to a deceased man, writing bad checks to investors, utilized his daughter's name to launder money, among various claims. They also said he alleged those accusations caused damage to Caesar's reputation and have halted his various business dealings, blah, 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 blah. Now, this is the crazy part. It's like you have to be careful because when you make a lot of false statements and depending on how you make those statements, if they come out more as you're saying this is a factual thing versus you're reporting on what's being said, that can cross over into defamation. And I feel like sometimes people consistently get caught up in the story. You know what I'm saying? And get caught up in the storytelling so much that they just start talking as if things are facts. And even if you're saying allegedly, that's if you're saying like these are accusations, these are allegations. But if you're saying something like, well, he owes so and so $900,000 allegedly. It's like, where'd that come from? How did that happen? You know what I'm saying? So I want to see how the case turns out, because we know what happened with Cardi and Tasha K, but I don't know if this will go the same way, because Cardi B was never charged with anything. You know what I'm saying? From what Tasha K was saying. And in this situation, Cesar was at least arrested, and he's, being charged with some form of fraud. So we shall see what happens, and then what goes on from there. But that's why that's also, I don't let nobody come up here and say shit, because you never know. If one person says something that ain't really true, you ass out. Completely ass out. Now y'all take a little second, and like the video for a little break, okay? And we're back. Okay. Let's get into what we came here to get into. Let's start with Royce and what's his name? What's his name, y'all? Why can't I think that boy's name? I don't know his name. Where is it? Dwight Howard. I'm like, I know his name. Dwight Howard. So part 2 of the Carlos King interview that Royce did with Carlos, it aired today. Now, part 2 was only like 30 minutes. And part 1 was an hour. It really could have just been an hour and a half. It did not need to be 2 parts. I get how they split it up in between, part 1 was more about her and Basketball Wives, and then part 2 was more about her situation with Dwight. I feel like Royce is still scared that like Dwight Howard might like do something to her. I feel like, she feel like because she knows secrets and because, they had that old NDA agreement or whatever, she still feels like something could happen to her and it'll be by his hands. She didn't say that. Well, no, she did say that. She did say she still fears like for her life, like something could happen to her. And so that's why she keeps on her old cell phone, because of that way, if anything ever happens to her, she has all this old proof about what she was saying. And when she brought up the fact that, back then when she was on Basketball Wives and he had her sign like an NDA, she did not know how like extensively corrupt it was and how it kind of blocked her from like doing anything. Excuse me. And how she was kind of tricked into signing. She said at first they told her like, well, it wasn't an NDA like that. It was like, oh, this just means you can't say anything negative about him. You know what I'm saying? And you can't talk about him at all. She went on to bring up how he did not want her to put his name on the birth certificate, how she could not admit that he was her baby father. There's a whole bunch of stifling things that he did not want her doing, because at that point in time, when Royce and him back then, he was like a star player. He was like that guy, which is why I guess they did not want people knowing that he had his girl pregnant, blah, 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 blah. And now, because he's going through all these other things, he's just admitted the boy is his son. He also be posting the son and this and that. She wants to get the whole NDA thing tossed out, because she also brought up how she's like, I had saved up so much money. I had, my savings was right. But because he keeps taking me to court, and every time he files some kind of motion, I have to reply, or he'll win, I'm spending all this money in court. And I've been spending money all in court all these years. At some point, he had garnished her mama's account because he took her to court for something, got a default judgment or whatnot, and it was able to garnish her mom's account, because it was a joint account they had when she was younger that she didn't use no more. However, he still garnished. I was like, that is crazy. It's like, it's almost like he told me at one point, if I leave, and okay, so what we can't do is discuss stuff with her son, because I don't have time for YouTube flagging my videos. So if y'all would please not discuss stuff that we not discussing. Okay? I know y'all like to bring up things that ain't got nothing to do with what we discussing. This ain't about that. You hear me? So stop. Thank you. We not here to talk about that. So we're going to leave that be, okay? Thank you. Anyway, what I will say is, because Carlos addressed that in the interview, he also did not say any words about it. And we're not here to discuss anything that a minor did. That ain't what we do around here. That ain't what this is about. Okay? But be blessed now. Be blessed, okay? Because YouTube is real funny actors. I need y'all to just y'all just cut it out. Cut it out, okay? And at the end of the day, Royce has a right to discuss what's been going on between her and Dwight before she had her son. What Royce had to deal with was before she had her son and before anything that anybody was accused of doing in general. Okay? Okay. The point of Royce's interview was how she still feels just held down by Dwight. She still feel like he's pulling strings. She discussed how she is sometimes blamed for things that she did not do. And even once she found out about things, she made sure to handle things. She discussed how she was arrested. However, those charges are being dropped because they have no merit. But what I took from the interview was she's still hurt and broken, because she feel like she's like, it was something like, I'm a tadpole trying to fight an elephant. In some kind of way, that's how she phrased it, because of how she's like, I'm a small fry compared to him, all his money, all his connections. I'm always the one who is treated as if I have to shut up. And then when things happen, I'm still forced to shut up. So I feel for her, because there's nothing worse than getting attached to a man who was so powerful that you feel like you have no voice. You know what I'm saying? And Carlos started hugging her and consoling her, whatever, because she was crying. And she's like, she feel trapped, basically. So I hope she gets some kind of closure. I hope her telling her story gives her some kind of help. And however things are supposed to be, if Dwight is the one holding her back, or he is the one trying to control, just like he wanted them to have like a little polygamy camp. It was weird shit, okay? But now that he's out in the open and he had lawsuits against himself, he's a little less untouchable. So she feels more comfortable now because he's no longer this squeaky clean person that can't be touched. And people don't feel like now, okay, everyone will believe him and not me. So I'm always for the acknowledgement that we as Black women are sometimes just held back, and we sometimes have to fight back. Now, again, other stuff that is going on in the lives of people who are not adults, we ain't here to discuss that. But I just want Royce to know, girl, fuck that dude, okay? You don't need him. I feel like if he keeps filing dumbass things against you, let's punch him in the throat. Because now that he does have multiple accusations against him, multiple people saying things that he likes that he's been trying to deny, it does make him a little less, squeaky clean. So we shall see. What do I want to do next? Tasha K, child. Tasha K aired a snippet of an interview that she's going to have on her website. And it's making its rounds on social media. Now I said, Tasha, what did you? Because I feel like nobody has interviews and nobody does these things unless like they have some kind of vendetta. Because in my opinion, there's a difference in you just reporting the news and reporting somebody's actual true things. Something about this interview that she's doing with a gentleman who is, Will's long-term friends. And I was like, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. So this man do know Will Smith. Him and Will Smith were friends for years. There's a little clip of when Will Smith was at his little book tour or whatever. Dude was there, and Will Smith, you made it in the book. You know what I'm saying? But I still feel like there is a level of, I know this person is going to come and spray a whole bunch of dirtiness. Just some dirtiness. And you want to be a part of it, and you want it to be your platform. They say no, all press is good press, but I don't believe that. Y'all, just listen to this little snippet.
Dwayne dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having anal sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch. And
first of all, the regularness in his voice and how he's discussing how he allegedly walked in on Dwayne Martin and Will Smith in an entanglement is beyond me.
Dwayne was standing up, killing him, murder. It was murder in there.
And Tasha, it's the music. Okay, it's the music. This is my thing. The dude was saying, how, this was a while ago. They were somewhere, and he was working both for Will Smith, who's also working for Dwayne Martin, and They were on set somewhere, and you know, they were looking for Will. He couldn't find where's I don't know what Will missing, and he had a key to Dwayne Martin's dressing room, and he let himself in to Dwayne Martin's dressing room and walked in on Dwayne Martin and Will Smith. That's what he was discussing. First of all, if you're working for a celebrity and you have a key to their dressing room and you go to their dressing room and you don't knock, that would not happen. Okay. I feel like it don't sound true. It sounds like it's a made up stuff. However, I know there's a long running rumor about Will and Dwayne. So if I need to go to somebody who will let me say whatever I want to say. Tasha K. Okay. And you want us to believe that while on set for something, because he was even saying how you know, on set you have to wait until they're ready for you. You know, and when they're ready for you, you have to be ready. You know what I'm saying? So you want us to believe that actors Dwayne Martin and Will Smith, who were on the wait to be called time in their dressing room, decided to have an entanglement, okay, of them clapping their drumsticks together, and we're in the locked was in a locked dressing room, and you just unlocked the door, did not knock. You looking for Will Smith. You didn't say, "Hey, Dwayne, you seen Will?" You just went to Dwayne's room, unlocked the door, and walked in and saw this a drumstick just drumming away at the other drumstick. So, like, a part of me feel like a part of being somebody who interviews people, I feel like you owe it to at least believe something's true. And hearing him, because Tasha put this clip out on her page. Of course, it gets picked up by the blogs. But I'm like, he sound like he lying. It sounds like everybody always saying Dwayne and Martin, Dwayne and Will messing around. So let me say, because if I think this is the thing too. If I'm cool, look, there are people in my life. I'm 41 years old. There are people who I do not rock with. I don't rock with them. You know what I'm saying? Used to be friends for a long time or a short time or whatever, and we just don't mesh no more. But you will never hear me out here saying foolish things, or if there was something secretive that was going on while it was cool, I'm not going to air that shit out when we not cool no more, because can't nobody convince me that him and Will still cool. Nobody. Because if y'all still cool, why would you ever go to Tasha K and say you walked in on, because my thing is, there's no other reason to interview that man ever. We don't know that man. And we know assistants know this and they know that, and they, you know what I'm saying, they know things or whatever, and there will still be no reason to say what you said, even in that way. And it's weird that because he knows there's this long-standing rumor, and it's like, why can't they just be friends? If I was a multi-millionaire, and let's not act like Will Smith is not more rich than Dwayne Martin. Like, we know Dwayne Martin. We've seen him in this and that, but Dwayne Martin is probably never made as much money in all the movies he's made in life than Will Smith probably made on one movie. So I'm like, why is it surprising that Will and Dwayne could have just been friends? But I digress. But for somebody to come out and say, oh, I walked in and Dwayne was just hammering away at Will. It's hammering away. I was like, first of all, it don't make no sense. Because as far as I know, the gay men I know, they say if you doing that, you have to be like, you have to get your body ready. Okay? You got to get your body ready. So why would they do that while waiting to film something? That doesn't make any sense, assistant. None at all. And I'm like, why are people out here airing out other people for no goddamn reason? Not none. And so it was weird to me that one, the dude would think to say all this against his friend. And then Tasha looking like, oh God, I can't believe it. Oh, must have been, you know what I'm saying? Like, Tasha's the girl. But I know Tasha want to sell clicks and views. And she's smart to keep this stuff on her paywall. She puts out one little clip to get folk that want to go. And my thing is, I don't want to hear nothing about this. I don't. I don't like paying to watch other people. One, because I'm too busy to do it, and I have my own channel. So the only person who I'm subscribed to their stuff is to Kev on Stage. I'm subscribed to Kev on Stage's Patreon. That's it. Because I'm gonna watch his stuff. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I'm like, Tasha K is doing this because, again, you're going to pay to be on her website, okay? And whatnot. But I'm like, is it worth it? Because I prefer to pay to hear somebody speak, and I feel like I'm going to be hearing a truthful interview. But I'm like, you want me to believe that you walk in on Dwayne Martin and Will Smith on a set of a movie or whatever, and while they were waiting for Will Smith to come work and act, he's around there fucking Dwayne, or letting Dwayne fuck him, who doing the bending. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe it. And in my opinion, sometimes when you allow other people to come on your platform and lie or tell a story that you know ain't true, it makes you look less credible. Because once you allow people to come, that's why when y'all be saying, I'm like, no, we ain't gonna do that. I don't want. Jaylee said that 5 times 5 was 25. I didn't say that. I didn't say 23. I said 25. Okay? You want to be known so people feel like, yes, I want to go watch it, because I know even if it's real messy, it's gonna be accurate. Because she don't let nobody around there unless it's credible. And it's the same thing that she did with the Star Marie girl with Cardi, where she let Star Marie come around there and say all that shit about Cardi. The difference is when Star Marie did it, Tasha then was repeating the stuff that Star Marie said. I think this time she know, I'm not gonna say nothing. I can't get in trouble just because somebody else says something happened. I didn't say it happened. I let him say it. But I'm like, what's the point of that? But that's her platform, and she can do what she want to do. And that's why, people don't get that, social media and YouTube and this and that and that. Some people like the mess. And sometimes in order to keep thriving, you have to stay in the mess. or reporting on the mess or clickbaiting with mess, because sometimes that's before life. And I'm like, nah, I'd rather like y'all know, if y'all coming here, it's gonna be as factual as possible. Even if we are discussing accusations, I don't even want to allow fake accusations around here, because then it comes to a point where people can't trust what you say. And then you're just like the fucking National Enquirer. And we don't want that. Okay? Now, speaking of folks snitching on people, child. So I told y'all earlier that I wasn't gonna go live today. And I should have been a graphic, but I did not. I'm gonna just use this graphic right here. Mainly because I just don't have another one. So y'all know, but do I have another one? No, I don't. Y'all know this whole thing, right? Y'all also know, or do I have? Let me see. Let me put some up. I be lucky and Johnny on the spot. Okay. So y'all know that Tamar and Tommy was fussing yesterday. Okay. And they were fussing on the neighborhood talk. Okay. Because when Tamar was saying this and that or whatever, and Tommy came on saying, oh, well, maybe she just doing it for clout. And then she said, girl, you look, and somebody on cocaine, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So Tamar and Tommy was fussing back and forth yesterday on the neighborhood talk. Last night, allegedly, now this is the gotcha, y'all. This is the gotcha. I cannot post what Tommy, and that's Tommy over there. I can't post what Tommy allegedly leaked about the owner of the neighborhood talk, Kyle. Allegedly, the leakage is all on Twitter. Okay. Where there is a sex stuff. Honey, and Kyle is around there going to work. You hear me? He is going to work on a drumstick. Now, I said, if Kyle, who runs the Neighborhood Talk blog, is a homosexual male, it ain't much thing. But I'm like, but why was Tommy even, leak that out? Then somebody leaked a photo of Tommy with a drumstick in her mouth out in public. And I said, Lord, I can't believe it. Now, I cannot show y'all none of it, okay? But when Tracy sent me the video, my reaction, I was like, oh my, it was a big piece of chicken. It was a big old drumstick, y'all. And I feel like Tommy dead ass wrong, because how are you upset that the Neighborhood Talk blog was posting what you and Tamar was saying back and forth in it? Okay, what you mad for? And child, I said, how did Tommy even get video? It was a whole turkey leg. A whole turkey leg. A turkey leg, a chicken leg, a drumstick leg. It was all the legs, okay? And he was going to town. I said, I am appalled. I am appalled. Because I was on IG Live when I looked at it. And I was like, oh my God. I did not expect. Because think, y'all, I want y'all to think about this now. Y'all know what we talk about when we say he was around there going to town on a drumstick. You hear me? But it was not. I promise y'all, it was like this. It was like a big, bruh. I said, that is not, that looks, girl, I said, that man mouth hurt. Okay. He was eating that chicken leg. He was eating that drumstick. I was like, and it was 2 videos. 2 of them got leaked. 2 of them got leaked. And it's 2 different drumsticks, in each video. So in one video is a huge turkey leg drumstick, and he taking it like a champ. Okay, he's sucking all the meats off the chicken and everything. And I was like, now why would Tommiee, and that's I was told, they said that Tommiee was the one that leaked it, but I can't show y'all shit because I don't want my page to get, take that down. Okay. But I was like, why are people around here exposing people? Because we had, Tasha along with Will Smith's old assistant to, in my opinion, lie on him and Dwayne. You then have Tommiee leaking people's chicken sucking videos. Okay, down here. I said, can he breathe? Oh, this is a mouthful of meat. A mouthful of meat. And my thing was, well, I said, unless Kyle is, supposedly straight with wife and children, and he's right here, whatever. I said, Kyle is known to be gay. That ain't shocking. I mean, it's shocking. It was shocking to see. But then to know that her stuff, a picture of her with a drumstick in her mouth too came out. I said, they getting all of that. What? I said, who is it? And y'all know Twitter. Y'all know Twitter ain't nothing but porn. Nothing but porn. Okay? Nothing but porn. You can get on there. Look, I'm finna go and see. Let me see if the post. Let me see the post still available. Okay, I'm not showing y'all nothing. But I want to explain what I saw. Okay. Now, when you around here just looking at the chicken and just like, I just want to eat the drumstick. I just want to eat the drumstick because it's the drumstick. And I was like, ain't nothing wrong with I like chicken drumsticks. I don't like flats. Me and Kyle have stuff in common. We both enjoy us a good drumstick. Okay. We both like, I want to do. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to sound. Tracy, girl, Lord, I don't know how to cut the sound. I don't want to hear. Wait, let me see. I don't even. Oh, there you go. Okay, wait. Now, why is that sounding? Why I got what? No, Jesus Christ. I can't give y'all a play-by-play because the sound won't stop. Oh, my computer. I'm so dumb. I'm so stupid. Okay. Child. Let's see. Go to my little thing right here. Because you never expect to see drumsticks in your face. Okay, when it ain't supposed to be drumsticks in your face. Now, right here, it's all frame. And I feel like he's very aware, of what he's doing. He's very aware that, it's a camera watching him eat his buffet meal. Like he said, go to buffet. He isn't running away from his plate. He wants to eat his food. You know what I'm saying? He wants to, get the skin off the meat, the chicken. He wants all that. So I'm like, it's still crazy that Tommiee got access to it allegedly and then leaked it. It was all on Twitter. Okay, all on Twitter. And Kyle is out and proud and runs, and everyone talks stuff that was bold of Tommy. And this is the gotcha. What people do in the privacy of the turkey hut with turkey legs and drumsticks is on them. You know, and no one deserves the right to be exposed in that way. That is literally revenge. It's not right and it's not okay. But it's for me, I'm like, it's because you were going, like, you and Tamar are going back and forth. To me, it wasn't that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like excuse me. I feel like Tommy is messy. And I feel like sometimes she likes getting involved in the mess, because when else does anybody talk about Tommy? Never. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, girl, just stop. Now, separate from them beefing, there were, because what's left? Because I want to be sure I get to the stuff I need to get to. Okay. Let's get to what happened with these people, because we're still having this debate over what happened, who happened, what, who, why, and how, and blah, blah, blah. Now, a lot of folks say, why haven't they pressed charges? Why the police ain't called? And blah, 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 blah. And I was like, it may not be time yet. So even though Chrisean told us she was taking a, social media break, she popped up on live. She 2 little quick lives, and she was on somebody else's page. And this is what she was saying, because we know James and Tamar was live yesterday. We have not seen James's face. And when Chrisean first went live on her page, she did not deny the assault. She talked around it. And my opinion is, when somebody say, hey, you robbed the bank, I can't believe that you robbed the bank. If you did not rob the bank and someone's lying on you about robbing the bank, you would say, I did not rob no damn bank. And she never said, they're accusing me of assaulting James. I did not assault that man. That ain't what happened, blah, blah, blah. So for me, because Chrisean never denied it initially, a part of me felt like, because James or no one else had elaborated, she just ain't say much nothing. Now she wants to make it seem as, oh, because we ain't seen that man's face, that mean he lying.
My character. Play with my... Man. Suck my dick, nigga.
Such language.
Go ahead and try to press charges that you can't press. Go ahead and try to file a lawsuit that you can't even file a lawsuit on. You know why? Because I'm that bitch and I'm covered, bro. Covered by God, bro. That's real shit.
Not I'm innocent. Not I didn't do it. No. You can't, because I'm a child of, we all child of God. We are all children of the Lord, okay? So, man, that don't make no sense.
So everybody that got something to say about it, suck my shit. I swear to God. Y'all already sucking it. Fuck, y'all sucking it too much. I had to take it away. Fuck that. Real shit. Nigga, keep up with why I'm in Atlanta, nigga. Now y'all gonna see how I'm supposed to get brought out. Because that shit was foolish. It's gonna shit on that. Fuck that. Fuck her. Fuck that. Fuck all that shit. Because it's the thing about it, bro. I'm genuine, my nigga. So a lot of people take this Baltimore shit. Man. What's up, fat boy?
She can't even defend herself properly. And it's weird to me going to jail that away. Right, I get into this. While I said initially, I blame Tamar for bringing her around. I feel like this. I don't think anyone thought that Chrisean would come and fight somebody. I don't. Let alone somebody who's on the tour. So while, because I've seen a lot of folks say, well, Tamar ain't. I still feel like Tamar should not have invited her there because I just didn't see the point in it. But I also feel like nobody thought if she come here, she gonna fight somebody, so we should not have her here. So I do not want people. This is the one time where Tamar is kind of sort of innocent because her intentions were not to have this happen. But it also is maybe a lesson to Tamar. Ma'am, keep yourself in your own age group. Okay? When you know somebody is volatile like that, just leave them somewhere else. Even if you don't think they're gonna come there and cause a ruckus, we now see she caused ruckuses. Okay? And I don't want anyone thinking to blame Tamar as if, okay, Tamar did not protect her people, because I don't think Tamar thought she had to protect her people against Chrisean. You know what I'm saying? Because she had Tony was there. You know what I'm saying? Like her sister Tony was there. So I feel like no one knew that would happen. You know what I'm saying? No one knew that, in my opinion. Okay. Now, she did a second little live.
And then they lying about legal action.
So those are her friends. Now again, they're all trying to. None of them are saying she didn't do it. They're all trying to say, well, if she did it, why she had a microphone? If she wasn't supposed to perform, why she had a microphone? Girl, shut up.
Y'all did not press no fucking charges.
Here's the thing. Why would there not?
And y'all didn't press charges. That don't mean something happened.
They didn't press no charges.
Why were there no
The
police
bitch
on the
ain't have,
scene?
no, it's not even that. The bitch ass nigga didn't have nothing on his face.
She said, if I win,
Why didn't he show his? Why didn't he show his face?
If you lose, I tickle
He
you.
showed the distance. He showed everything.
The fact that they're saying, oh, if I hit him, why didn't he show us injuries? If I, not everybody, when Rihanna, I won't go there. There have been many instances of people who got into fights and were hit and had bruises, and nobody saw it until later, until court case or whatever, or until things leaked. Thank you, Keisha, for the super chat. Why would that man lie? She's unhinged. Slammer in the slammer. Put her in the slammer. Because, girl, why? And this is the gotcha. It wasn't as if they tried to make this a big issue. And it wasn't as if they was like in shock. And I feel like people, and Chrisean is young and stupid. Not everybody immediately calls the police. I think their first thing was get him to the hospital because he won't stop bleeding. That's thing one. But I feel like anytime somebody's excuse when they are accused of something, it's not, I didn't do it. Well, where's the picture that show I hit him? Why didn't they call the police? No, I would say, man, I didn't do that. They're lying on me. I did not punch that person at all. When you try to say, oh, they capping, they trying to use me for clout, I'm like, no tea, no shade. And we know Tamar get on our nerves sometimes. But Tamar don't need to get clout off of you. Tamar could have said that she punched James if she wanted clout. Anybody could have punched James and it would have been a big thing. The story that somebody got punched in the face at Tamar's concert would have been clout. If another the singer punched James in the face, it would have been a big thing. And the fact that she don't understand, this is not a situation that they would want it to be big. Because if we are, and also this, Tamar is the one fronting the bills for this tour. And if they find out, oh, people at her tour is being assaulted, we need to have more security. She probably can't afford more security, okay? So they probably do not want it to be as big of a deal or whatever. And sometimes we also know people can get beat up on a Friday and they don't go press charges immediately. They may wait until they're better. It does not mean that they didn't take photos. It just has not been put out to the public. And for me, because Chrisean is never saying, I didn't hit him, I didn't beat him up, I didn't this, I didn't that. She just keeps saying, it's like with Tory Lanez. Well, if I shot her in the feet, why she's still walking? Bitch, what? You know what I'm saying? It's like that. Why didn't they call the police? Because he had to go to the hospital. But why he ain't press charge yet? Because he probably is hurt and embarrassed. But he was punched in the face. And this is the gotcha. This don't make no sense either. Because Tamar has young fans already because of her music. And anybody who was a fan of Chrisean would not then become a fan of Tamar because Chrisean punched somebody in the face. That don't even make no sense. The explanation of Chrisean don't make sense on that net level. That's the crazy part. Okay. So Tamar's tour manager spoke out. Let's listen.
James, David.
He's saying who was in the room, and now he's going to give the full explanation of what happened.
Mooney, Tamar in that room. I want to address the assault. It breaks my heart that we even have to go this route and even have to go back and forth on social media. For those that don't know, I am the tour manager for Tamar Braxton, the Love and War tour. Tamar was trying to figure out why didn't Chrisean go out during the twerk session? And she's looking at me and I'm like, I don't know. Like Chrisean, I don't know why she didn't go out. So Chrisean breaks down and starts crying. And I felt bad. And the Holy Ghost in me, because I get everywhere with me, I began to give her a hug and everything like that. Because I like Chrisean. I like her. And, you know, and I was like, I don't want to see nobody with their feelings hurt, or I don't want nobody feeling some sort of way, because there was a big line of miscommunication that took place. James, David. So I began to try to comfort her and hug her and be like, no, don't cry, because it's not that, you know what I'm saying? Nobody was trying to, I don't want you to feel no sort of way. And this was just in the dressing room. And this was me, Chrisean, and Tamar.
And again, when I kept seeing folks say, well, why isn't there video? Why doesn't all these people and I'm like, I think they forget, they keep saying this all happened backstage in the dressing room where there wasn't a lot of people. And when you are in your small circle, people aren't recording when you're arguing and something is happening. You don't just start recording.
She felt embarrassed and she felt like, you know, that this is just like, shouldn't happen to her, because, you know, she was just prepared to go out during the twerk session, and that time had come and she didn't go out. So Tamar is still asking, like, well, what happened? What happened? Why didn't she go out? And I'm like, I'm trying to figure out what happened too.
Because y'all know, because she didn't go out when she was supposed to, she ended up coming out while Tamar was singing Love and War. And that part, they felt like messed up the concert. So I'm pretty sure she's trying to figure out, why did she come out when she was supposed to, and she came out while I was singing my damn song.
So David and Mooney come in. They both do makeup. And we're all at this point talking about what happened. Tamar is saying, Mooney, what happened? Mooney was saying that Chrisean was not on the side of the stage when it was time for the twerk part. Mooney is a choreographer and he also does makeup. Mooney was saying Chrisean was not on the side of the stage. So, like, well, what happens? So, like, what everybody's screaming, what happened? What happened? At this point, Chrisean is like, yes, I was on the side of the stage. I was there. And I was like, okay. And I'm trying to calm everybody down. Just let's do this a peaceful conversation, because Chrisean is upset. She's very upset. And I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, okay, let's calm down. Like, everybody, let's talk this thing out or whatever. And then A few more talking, and then James comes in the room. So at this point, it's me, Chrisean, David, Mooney, Tamar, James. James comes in the room and notices that Chrisean is upset. By the mirror, Chrisean is on the right-hand side. James is right next to her. He was consoling her, and I was literally right next to James. And Tamar asking James, well, what happened? Why didn't Chrisean go out there during the twerk session? And James said, we was looking for her on the side of the stage, and she was not on the side of the stage. Well, what happened? Well, who was it? I got very upset, and she was like, I was on the side of the stage. I was there. Where else would I go, man? You lying? Like, that's cap. I was on the side of the stage. Like, I was there on the side of the stage. And James said, no, you wasn't. We caught for you there. Chrisean said, say I wasn't there one more time. Say I wasn't there on the side of the stage one more time. James was like, I'm telling you, we was calling you and you bop, 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 bop. I'm like, oh shit. Literally happened just like that.
Now, we've seen Chrisean in the past get into it's weird that folk like, why was she? Do y'all remember on Zeus how they was in the kitchen talking and she walked over and started beating the girl up in the sink? So I'm like, we have seen her literally start fighting people out the blue just like that. That's how she do. So the fact that they're saying, in my opinion, she missed her mark. And they're saying, we was looking for her, we didn't see her. And she's upset because she feels like, well, I was, that bitch, you missed your mark. You missed your mark. And she clearly had been drinking. She's a volatile person. We've seen her swing on people for no reason. And this is the gotcha. Because, Tamar said on the live thing, I wish she would have just hit me instead of hitting James. Chrisean knew not to hit Tamar, in my opinion. She knew not to hit Tamar because she's Tamar. I feel like Chrisean hit a dude who she thought it would not be no big deal. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like she hit James. I think she knew if I hit Tamar, it'd be a big issue. But this dude he making me mad by saying I wasn't where I was supposed to be and I can kind of swing. He's a big guy. It won't be that big of an issue. Swing. And again, my thing was the reason his face got messed up wasn't because probably of how hard she hit him. She had the rings on. And if you're a fighter, if you're a street fighter, if you have rings on and you punch it, it's gonna bloody somebody's face. So even if she hit him, let's say 2-3 times in the mouth with those rings on full force, and it wasn't as if he was sitting here waiting to get hit. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's like Chrisean's defense in saying, if I did it, then why can't we see his messed up face? If I did it, why didn't they press charges? It's like she's saying things because she know it ain't happened yet. So I don't need no evidence because there's no reason that Tamar would have to make up. Tamar's shows were already sold out. Tamar's shows were already sold out. So she don't need no clout. Tamar don't have no new album coming out right now. Tamar is on tour singing her old songs. And when at one point I seen them say somewhere, oh, they trying to use this for clout because the Braxton. I'm like, even if the Braxton show is coming back, that don't matter because it ain't coming back right now. That show won't come back for months. So this won't help the fucking show at all. And if the show was being filmed, it would have been caught on camera. Child. They need to press charge, you know, and as soon as James, there's nothing worse than being attacked. You know, nothing is worse than being at your job and walking in the room and trying to explain something to somebody else, and then that person starts punching you in the face. That's not fair. That's not right. And then the fact that they're not exploiting it more. Yeah, post video. Yeah, post pictures. Then they'll say, oh, they're exploiting it. You know what I'm saying? Why? No, let him handle how he feels. That man got beat up by a little girl. Okay? Beat up by a little girl out the blue. Because he wasn't there to fight. And James don't even seem like he's a fighting person. He seems so nice. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you even swung and hit the person, well, I feel like seems like a nice person because you're upset. You can't control your emotions, okay? Get your shit together. Get your shit together. So I hope they press charges. I hope she goes to jail. Because when you do not want to hold, you took yourself off of social media, in my opinion, to not have to deal with the consequences. And then the following day, and in my opinion, because they saw people saying, oh, where's the pictures? She then wanted to say what other folks were saying. I think Chrisean thought, they're going to come after me. Let me just get off social media. And when she saw some idiot people then thinking, oh, it ain't true. That ain't really happened. You know, she probably made it up. Oh, she made it up, and Tamar making it up, and Tamar is being messy, and Tamar just wants clout, blah, blah, blah. And then she ran with that narrative. Oh, I didn't do anything. If I did it, you know what I'm saying? She started using their excuses. I was like, bitch, get out of my face. Sit her ass to jail. Sit her ass to jail. Once James, you know, the next Tamar's next show is not, because that show was supposed to have been the last show of Tamar's tour. The next scheduled date was not until January here in Detroit. But they added like 4 or 5 more shows starting like in December. So that was like the last supposed to be show, but it was going to be a break from the November 10th date until like December 8th date. So luckily they had to, because again, if James he can't sing with a chipped tooth and a swollen mouth at all. You know, so something needs to be done. Like Tamar can't press charges because, you know, she didn't get hit. However, James needs to press charges. So we shall see. Okay, we've known, you know, when even when I seen Al and them, like, yeah, when when Al on Fox Soul was saying, yeah, when Jocelyn was fighting Big Les and blah blah blue, it was all these cameras. I'm like, now because Zeus is ghetto ratchet. This wasn't a Zeus production at all. So you can expect cameras everywhere as if it's a Zeus production. You know what I'm saying? But even when Jocelyn and all that shit happened, it took some time for charges to be filed. So we shall see. You know, I hope he took pictures and all of that. Okay, the show with she did and whatnot. Okay, now, God. Lastly, the bishop. I think, yep, I got everything else. The bishop. Okay, so y'all, and I saved Bishop robbery for last because some folk don't be caring. Okay, and because some folk don't be caring, neither do I. So, quick watch along. It ain't gonna be long because even though he was live for a minute, and now you know what? Because he went live yesterday because one of the dudes who was arrested for the robbery was going to do a plea deal in court today. So it was live yesterday and about the court thing today. Okay. And he would live for like 40. I cut it down. It's like 10 minutes. And then he would live today, and I had that down to 8 minutes. I feel like we only really need to watch today's. Or I might play some of yesterday's and then the full one for today. Okay. But y'all know, like the video, please. Thank you. Where's the video? Okay. Like the video. Because liking is the thing to do. Okay. Now, for those of y'all who want to see Bishop Rob-bery and for his watch along, here we go.
Let's get right to it. So, we've been down this road before. Last month, I had announced that that there will be a plea deal for one of the assailants or criminals that robbed the ministry, and really just brutalized and destroyed the church.
It's weird to me how he keep making it sound like it wasn't just him and his wife getting robbed.
And his name was Saquon Pollock. And if you've seen the video, it was the taller gentleman that came in the pulpit and took some things off me as well. And so there's three people so far that we know that was involved with this robbery. And these guys had guns. They came into the church, and they, put a gun to my head, put a gun to my wife's face, and my daughter, she was 8 months old at the time. They put a gun in her face.
Y'all know his daughter just turned 2. I said she was 8 months for a long time. She was 8 months for a very, very, very long time. And she just turned 2 because it may have been yesterday that she turned 2.
And this made national news last year, July 24th, 2022. It's a very hard thing to deal with, because being the leader of the church and to see your parishioners and your family be held at gunpoint where they trust you to protect them, it's been a very troubling and hard thing to deal with.
Okay, we know that. Can we move on, please?
Not to mention the media and how the media portrayed me being a young black man, and how the media portrayed the robbery, and how everything got twisted.
They made the robbery be the robbery. Everything else came because of your actions.
To turning leaders of Tamar International Ministry from the church being victimized to their pastor being villainized. And this is very important to me because...
She is still a tiny baby. But she's so cute.
Tomorrow, the gentleman who was supposed to plead guilty, his name is Saquon Pollock, last month, I believe. And he came to court and he changed his mind. And I was very upset. I was very upset about it because, not only did myself, but my church and my family, we want justice. So, I got the call last week that Saquon Pollock will be pleading guilty tomorrow at the Federal Eastern District Court in Brooklyn at 2:30. And
sir, we don't need all that.
And the other young man that was also arrested, his name was Mr. Anderson. I think is Juan Anderson or Jawan Anderson. I know his last name is Anderson. And he will also be pleading guilty on December the 1st of this year. The reason why I want to say this and speak about this today is because there's so many people out here that are heartless. And so many people saying, oh, that's old news. No, it's old news to you, but it's still traumatizing to me, my family, and my church. And the way that the media has changed this and flipped it for me now to be a target as a young black man that's a scammer, that's a crook, and that is a person that can potentially set up his church. Y'all have to remember this, y'all, because everybody's forgetting it. Everybody's forgotten.
We can't forget because you won't let us forget. You can continuously remind us every month. like a period. Every month, you come on like a period every month to remind us of what happened.
How the narrative was Bishop Lamar Whitehead staged the robbery. Right? It's so easy to forget this. It's so easy. But I can never forget this because it not only damaged my ministry, it not only damaged and destroyed my church, it damaged and destroyed me, my character, and who I am. Right? And everybody want to say, oh, you clout chasing. I don't never have to clout chase at all.
Lies. You can't be lying. You can't be lying at your house church. Because his house is church. You can't be lying at your house church. You can't be lying in the house of the Lord. Okay, it's his house. I feel like he didn't have no global or statewide reputation. So it was weird that the people who knew him turned their back as if they don't know him.
Right? I was always someone before this happened, before I became a preacher, and I'm still going to be someone after that.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, the bloggers, let's start here. The pastors.
Okay.
The pastors, the ministers, the deacons, all of the heads of the churches were all talking about Bishop Whitehead.
I mean, you were a topic. You made yourself a topic. And the gotcha is, most of the time, the conversation got off of the robbery and it got on your antics after the robbery. So, I mean, that was kind of on you.
Sermons about me, and they don't believe that the robbery was real. These are supposed to be my brothers and my sisters in Christ. And they all destroyed my name amongst each other. Talked about me like a dog.
Okay.
And I still gotta look in their face and still smile when I know they talked about me.
But didn't you tell us that you're not really cool with other pastors? So how do you go from really not being cool with other pastors to being upset that they said stuff about you? You kept on saying, I don't rock with them. I don't need them. It's just me. Which one is it? Pastor, bishop, robbery? Which one?
Right? Church members. Let me just say Christians that have ridiculed and destroyed my name. Ridiculed and destroyed my name based off of a lie stating that I set up the robbery.
Well, first of all, that narrative came from social media, and social media is messy. Why are you looking at social media? They say all kind of crazy things on social media.
And what is more worse than a pastor that will put his church in harm's way?
I mean, a pastor who do it and then lie about it is bad. A pastor who's accused of like getting money from somebody's mama, who is not a Christian, is bad. You know what I'm saying? There are other bad things.
Knowingly. So the media, the church, the people changed Bishop Whitehead's name into a villain.
Was it ever a victory person? Because were you ever not a villain? Like, you were a victim of a robbery. But then, in my opinion, you made yourself the villain.
And I need you to understand that when pastors, Christians carry a lie,
okay,
it hurts.
Okay.
I don't care how many people say, oh, it shouldn't matter. It hurts.
Why does something that somebody say who don't know you matter to you? Because won't you just block it out? If you think, because at one point you say, I don't care. And then you'll say, it hurts me. It makes me sad. I care so much and it hurt. Which one is it? Now, my thing is, he's human. We know he's human. And, no one wants to be attacked on social media. And I can only imagine all of the comments he get that call him a schemer, a scammer, a scoundrel, okay? And how that can really work someone's nerves to make them feel some kind of way. However, I feel like they were only doing that when you would speak about, the money you make and your clothes and your cars and this and that or whatever. So, like, When you was around there preaching on Sunday, ain't nobody coming bothering you. People really only respond to him in that way when he's around here being boastful.
And now everybody wants to forget about what happened. No. God is breaking this thing down by his time. And now, tomorrow, one of the gunmen that ran into the church and robbed us, robbed myself, robbed my wife.
That at the church. You was the Baby Shower Cathedral that's upstairs from the bodega next to the gas station with the Baby Shower chairs. They did not rob the church. They robbed you and your wife.
And just rob the church. He's going to be pleading. I need y'all to hear this. He's going to be pleading guilty.
Okay.
To doing this act. And I'm going to be sitting right there looking at him in his face.
Okay.
And I want each and every one of you that had my name in your mouth that said, I knew something about the robbery. I had something to do with the robbery. Because then what happened? You guys start looking at what I wear, what I drive, where I live. And you say, oh, yeah, he's a crook. And he definitely... You guys allowed the enemy to control your mind.
No, we just wonder where the money came from. We was like, oh, he's renting the Baby Shower Cathedral. He was in prison for scheming and scheming. How he make his money? He's a bishop. He drive a Rolls Royce. He live in a mansion. Where he get this money from? He stole $90K from some lady, a parishioner. Where he get his money from? So it wasn't even, it wasn't just, oh, he set up the robbery. Because I never thought he set it up. I was like, oh, that's unfortunate. That's foolish. That's crazy. But I feel like people was discussing your clothes and cars and houses because you were showing that shit on social media after getting robbed. Don't nobody, when somebody get robbed, it usually makes them become a recluse for some time. You got robbed at gunpoint in church, nigga, and you went on a flossing spree of your closet, your cars, your this and your that.
I had celebrity gospel sing artists posting me, talking crazy about me after this robbery. Saying that I set it up. But nobody wants to hear it now. Nobody wants to see. Now, 2 out of the 3 are captured. And let me tell y'all something. There's more information that's about to come out.
Like what?
Stay tuned.
Oh, why?
Stay tuned.
No.
But everybody talked about Bishop Whitehead like a dog. There was a thing in their mind that said, nah, he had something to do with it. Nah, he had to have something to do with it. I got phone calls where people said that they got text messages from me showing them the blueprint of the church.
But we know that ain't true. You didn't own the church. And it wasn't a church. It was a freaking Baby Shower Cathedral. So some things I feel like he's making up. Because how could you send blueprints of a church you don't own? How? That don't make no sense at all. And it's walk up the stairs. You walk up the stairs and you walk in. Okay, it was the Baby Shower Cathedral.
And how they can rob the church. I'm talking about all different type of stories. So now, one of the young men tomorrow is pleading guilty. Where are y'all now?
At work.
Where are you now?
At home.
Everybody that tried to destroy my name. Friends that I had that was officers of the law ran from me. Preachers ran from me.
Your wife? What about your wife?
I'm not even going to entertain that.
Okay. I was like, what about your wife?
You see, people are so quick to say, where is the forgiving message in the heart? Where is the Christianity? Right? Like, this is what I'm talking about. People always try to back the Bishop Whitehead in a box where I'm just supposed to say, oh, I forgive.
You kept saying that. You was the one saying, I forgive them. I forgive them. No one had asked you nothing, and I forgive them. I forgive them people.
Explain something, man. These people destroyed my life. I thank God God gave me favor. But these people damaged my life. I'm gonna be the first to tell you. I don't care how strong y'all think I am. I don't care how great you think I am. I don't care how successful you think I am. This affected my life.
We know that. No one is negating the fact that the robbery affected your life. Okay, we get that.
So people always want to say, you Christian, where's the forgiveness? Let me explain something to you, man, right? Everybody want to jump to forgiving, right? And let me be the first to tell y'all, right? Because I said this, I think 2 weeks ago. I was so quick to say that I forgave these young men when I really don't. I really do not forgive them.
You was lying? No, you was lying. Jesus.
I'm still asking God to work with me and work on me. Work on me. Work on me. So I can understand. Because I don't want to say I forgive these young men. And I really don't forgive them.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I'm still a Christian. And yes, I'm a bishop. And yes, I'm an apostle. And yes, I'm a pastor. But I'm real.
Real what?
And what these men did was devilish. And forgiveness is a process. So everybody that want to talk about, do you forgive? You supposed to, I'm not supposed to do nothing but live for Jesus and live for the next day to grow better than yesterday. And I'm still asking God. I'm still asking God on how to forgive.
I mean, you don't know them. So, like, if they get convicted and they go to prison, let's move on.
How do I forgive them? 10 years pastoring. This never happened to me. Why didn't they rob me outside? Why did they have to come into the church? Why?
They thought it was a baby shower.
Why did you have to put my church members, my family, in jeopardy? I had the same jury on. And that's why people was talking, oh yeah, that was staged, that was staged, that was staged, that was staged. And you know how many people? And then you got all these bloggers.
What I do?
You got the Larry Reed lying.
Okay.
You got the Tasha K. You got all of the you got the D.L. Hughley. You got everybody, all of them. You name them, they all.
He named the same people all the time. The same couple of people.
All of them. He staged the robbery. Now everybody's quiet. But they made hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars.
Where's my money? Where is my... Nobody made hundreds of thousands. Nobody, not even you.
Destroying my name. There was no bigger name than Bishop Whitehead in 2022.
I don't believe that.
After that robbery. I was #1 in Google for 6 months straight.
In your Google. Everybody's Google is different. Your Google. Because you kept Googling yourself.
And you have lawyers, expired lawyers, reject lawyers that does stories only on Bishop Whitehead.
I mean, if a pastor retires from being a pastor, ain't they still a pastor? If a retired attorney is retired, they can still give attorney advice, maybe not legally or whatever, but they still have the knowledge.
You got all type of people that does story only on Bishop Whitehead for clickbait. For clickbait.
Now I do more than Bishop Robinson. He ain't talking about me.
Oh, it was an insurance scam. Everybody had their own theory. Where is everybody at now when these guys are pleading guilty? Where are you at now?
At home.
Where are you?
At work.
Where's the pastors that was preaching about me? Where's the bishops that was in the back office laughing at me and talking about me?
They still there?
Huh? Where? My members. I lost so many members, so many leaders. You want to know why? Because their families put so much pressure on them.
No, because they did not trust you.
Saying he had to do that. I don't want you in his church no more. I don't want you. He had to have something to do with it.
Did you have children in your church? I mean, like, would adults have to listen to other adults? Were there children? Did the kids leave? Because a grown adult who was a parishioner should not have to live. Who can force someone to leave a church?
Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? And y'all want to sit here so quick. Y'all want to sit here so quick. And then when I tell y'all that this dude Brandon Belmonte set me up.
Here we go.
To get arrested. Because that's all y'all needed. Once the robbers, two of the robbers got caught, everybody got quiet. Then I got arrested and indicted. Oh, we knew something. Y'all jumped to that. And I told y'all, Brandon Belmonte set Bishop Whitehead up. Oh, yeah, right. Then he gets locked up. Nobody talks about it.
We talked about it, but he was not locked up for doing anything to you.
One time in the newspaper, he got locked up a month ago.
If a bank robber robs a bank and then he gets arrested for trespassing, he's still a bank robber. If somebody do something, if somebody's accused of something, if somebody say, hey, this happened, but they then do something else, the other thing still could have happened.
For his own scams and different things that I told you he'd do. And y'all gonna see more stuff come out. I said that they was using me as a pawn to get to the mayor of New York. Look at my lives. Look what's happening to the mayor right now.
Not him. Now before, they were saying that you was using the mayor. Now they using you for the mayor. Okay.
Look at what's going on with Eric Adams. They are attacking him. A black man in power. And since they knew that he was my mentor, I was a pawn.
So it's a whole conundrum of this suspicion and shit. They using you. They want to get to Mayor Adams. They also want to get to you. Which one is it? Is you or him?
But nobody didn't want to hear me. Everybody slayed me. Everybody slayed me. Everybody talked about me. And y'all want to ask why we as African Americans are able to be killed by white police officers and how they get away? You want to know why? Because of what y'all let happen to good leaders.
Sir, get out of my face. So that was him yesterday, okay? Now today he went to the courthouse. I'm like, that's enough of that. Today he went to the courthouse because old boy pleaded. Let's get into that.
Every single body that has trusted.
Yeah, it's a whole new shirt. We ain't never seen that shirt before. He went and bought a new orange shirt, a turtleneck, new glasses. He want to be fancy.
The bishop has trusted the God in me, and even though when everybody ridiculed me and they made up all of these theories of how I set the robbery up of my church, 1 year later, we have a guilty plea. I know last month, the young man, Saquon Pollock, if y'all see the video, the tall guy that was that came in the pulpit with his gun, that was the first guy that had, he pleaded guilty today. And he admitted, the media was there, and he pled guilty today. And he pled guilty to the Hobbs Act robbery. And he pled guilty to coming into the church and robbing myself and my wife with a gun. And he had to admit it in order for the judge to accept it.
That's how a plea works. We know.
So we're moving forward, y'all. And God is amazing. And God always show up and show out. When everybody turn their back on you, God is just amazing. And,
so that means God go get your charges tucked away too, right? Because I would prefer before somebody else gets up in court, get me out of court. Okay, get me out the court.
It was a very difficult time. I was sitting with my deacon, the chairman of the deacon board, Wendell.
Where Wendell? Can we get Wendell on camera? Is Wendell a real person?
And he was sitting there with me, and I began to reflect on that day. Mm-hmm. And I began to relive that moment. And I thank God for peace, because this has been a very traumatizing time, because as a leader, I watched the video and I said I should have did something, and then I knew that I did the right thing. Mm-hmm. But me being a leader and a man, I just felt that I could have did more. But the way that they had the church positioned, this guy Pollock, he started off in the back. He had the gun on both of my deacons and all the men. And then, hey, Vicky Yohe, you are one of my favorite gospel singers. Love you so much for doing what God has blessed you with. He was in the back of the church, and then the other two guys came in the front of the church. So they had everything positioned. And if anything would have went different, they could have been casualties. And people say, well, maybe they would have shot anybody, right? I want to tell y'all something, right?
Oh, Lord.
The guy, Shamar Leggett. This is the third suspect that they have not got caught yet. This is the guy who had the gun in my wife's face and the gun in my daughter's face. My daughter was 8 months old.
Technically, it's not like it was two guns. You know what I'm saying? It was bad nonetheless, because no one wants a gun pointed in their face at all. But so stop mentioning your daughter. Let her live.
His name is Shamar Leggett. He's also, so he's been on the run for a long time. And he has now committed more robberies. And I want to show y'all how good God is to leaders of Tamar International Ministry. That's my ministry. And how graceful he is. He's now wanted in Providence. I believe that's Rhode Island, Providence. In September, he did another armed robbery, and he actually shot the person. So if you Google his name, Shamar Leggett, he just committed another armed robbery, but he actually shot the individual. And
so you saying God spared you and your wife, your child. Oh, but you know, he shot somebody else in a different robbery.
It was a high-speed chase, and he got away from the police. So I want to let you guys know how grateful I am, because if he had this pistol in front of my wife's face and in front of my my daughter's face, he had no regards. He has no regards for life. But God favored the ministry.
Not God favored y'all tonight. So you said forget the people who got shot. Ain't that about a blip? I would have hoped that he didn't shoot nobody.
There was no casualties. There was no shooting. Even though the enemy came in. The Bible says, touch not my anointing and do my prophet no harm. The Bible also says, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. The weapon was formed against us, but it didn't prosper.
But the lawsuit, the indictment, I mean, it's still forming, not still forming.
And I'm really grateful for that, because this guy Shamar Leggett, who I will be posting again today, just so y'all can see him, he's on a run in many different states.
He's been on a run for over a year. He's a master bank robber, or just robber in general, because the fact that they was able to catch the other two guys, and y'all are aware of other crimes he's committed, but no one can catch him. Is he like Robin Hood?
And for everybody that said that this robbery was a setup by me and changed the Bishop Whitehead and leaders of Tamar International Ministries from being victims to villains, woe unto you. So we have the first guilty plea by Saquon Pollock. The next guilty plea by Jawan Anderson will be on December the 1st at 1 p.m. It will be December 1st at 1 p.m. And there's going to be some more news about this case coming out as well. Y'all stay tuned, because God is unraveling and exposing the enemy.
Ain't God supposed to find the other shooter? Other person? Is God doing that? Because if he's the most dangerous, when you ask for God to look, stop using God in your foolishness, okay?
And I can't say thank you enough for everybody that hung in there with me, and how they did my name and ridiculed my name and just tried to destroy my name. It was you guys that
he got his case start in 2024. So when he go to court, unless he does something and it's something new, we're gonna leave Bishop where his ass is at, okay? However, once he goes to court, we'll cover that part.
held me down. And I need y'all to understand that I believe that I had to go through this so I can be a testament for the ones that need to hear my testimony to get through their trying times. If Job didn't go through what he had to go through,
everybody want to bring up Job.
How can we reflect on the book of Job, the 42 chapters? Right? Sometimes we have to go through things, not because it's us.
Is you reading from a script?
But because other people have to be able to reference a man or a woman of God and how they persevered and how they stood tall in God's word. Right? Lastly, and in closing, I want to say this. I really thank God. I really thank Jesus. I really do, y'all. I really do. I really thank Jesus. He is just awesome in all his ways. And even though we're not perfect, he still blesses us. Shout out to leaders of Tamar International Ministries. One down. Saquon Pollock pled guilty, and he's facing a maximum of 20 years in prison. People like these guys should be off the street. They asked me, the media asked me, how much time do I believe they should get? And I said the max.
Wow. So do y'all think, this is my thing, I am not, look, I don't like people who rob people at all. I feel like anyone who steals from other people are scum of the earth. But I don't know if I feel like 20 years in prison is the right sentence when no one was hurt. I think, 5 to 10 years is, I think, a mandatory 5 years in prison, and you're able to go up for parole after 5 years, depending on how you fare in prison. I do not think anybody should get 20 years in prison if you rob somebody but you did not harm them. But y'all know in most states, if you commit a crime with a weapon, that does carry more time. But I feel like 20 years should be like, okay, they robbed the person and like they hit him with a gun. You know what I'm saying? Like if you pow somebody, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. But I do feel like anybody who did something where no one got hurt, they just took your property. I don't think 20 years is the thing. Now, if there are other charges because they robbed 18 people, hey, if you rob 18 people, then that's on you, okay? But I just 20 years for this, I don't think that's fair. I think a minimum 5 years is fair. But I don't think 20 years is fair. But again, only if it's a situation where they just took your stuff, but no one got hurt. If somebody got hurt, if they hit you or whatever, that's different. But I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I don't. And you was in prison too, sir. What you mean?
And he said, why, Bishop? I said, because if they can rob a church, then they can harm anybody. And prison is established for a reason.
You was there. You would know.
I know that there is a lot of racial profiling, and there's a lot of young African American men and women that are in prison illegally. But prison is made for a reason.
Because when they send you there for a reason.
And it's made for individuals like this that disregard life, that disregard human beings, and disregard, like when I grew up, they had respect for women and children in the church. If they was going to shoot, I'm just talking about from where I'm from, they would say, look, y'all better be in the house by 8 o'clock because we...
But nobody got shot. Nobody was shooting.
Coming through here. There was a code of conduct. And what these young men have done is they broke all codes. And then he had the nerve to continue to look all mean and ice grill, and there's no way in the...
He can't be around looking like a little punk. He's finna go to prison. He's about to go to prison. He has to look hard at all times.
World, you can say that you're tough if you ran in a church. And so, it is what it is. But one down, y'all. One down. And I'm hoping that they catch this, Shamar Leggett, because he's another scumbag. That's what they are. You run around with a pistol. Okay, cool. Now what? You tough? Ooh. And to Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries, I love you guys so much. I love you guys so much. And thank you guys for the ones that have stuck in there, hung in there with their pastor.
All 10 of y'all. All 10 of y'all.
Thank you so much for just being there, y'all. I'm kind of lost for words, but I'm just really thankful. And to every Christian and every human being that has prayed for me and the church, thank you.
He's so happy that the people got found and was pleaded guilty. And now he can talk, they was pleading guilty and it's all just me and blah, 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 the blue. Y'all, until he go to court, until Bishop Robbie goes to court, I think it's court case in February of 2024, we will discuss that. Anything else that has to do with this robbery, we're done. We're going to retire Bishop Rob-bery. Unless it has to be some kind of new foolishness, okay? If he go live with somebody, they fussing back and forth, and we can watch along and laugh, we will do that, okay? But we done, okay? We done. The other man gonna plead guilty, you know, and all that, and whatever. But we're gonna retire his ass for right now, just for right now, because he getting on my damn nerves, okay? Because it's nothing else. Because when the other person plead guilty, okay, they're gonna plead guilty, okay? Now, when they sentence, we can discuss that real fast or whatever. But other than that, no. He on Bill ass, okay? Because I do wonder what the guys will get, considering they did commit a crime with a weapon. But I do wonder what time they will get, okay? But guess what, y'all? We're done. We are done. And I thank y'all for coming around. Okay, look, I had no plans of being on live, and we done been for 2 hours and 35 minutes. Okay, I hope that everyone had a good time, enjoyed the foolishness of this Tuesday. And y'all know it's Taco Tuesday, it is Titty Tuesday, it is Tequila Tuesday. It's all kind of teas round here, okay? Then y'all also know, if you're watching this right now and I get off the live and it goes, oh, we keeping the dance break. That ain't going nowhere. I just don't want to. When he go live and he's saying the same things over and over, I'm done with that. I need new shit from him, and that's it. And until he goes on about the people being sentenced, or until his court case starts next year, we're going to leave Bishop alone. Okay? But y'all know he's going to probably go live about some other shit, and he will do that. Okay? But I hope y'all had a good time. Okay? We will see if I'm live tomorrow. That's if something happens. I hope y'all have already liked the videos and subscribed, and follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. Okay, because you look, y'all, do all this up here. do all this up here. Okay, JayLeesCorner right there. Okay. But again, I will talk to y'all tomorrow. I love you all. Be safe, and be good. Okay. And if you've been drinking tequila, don't drive. Okay, until next time, which will probably be tomorrow, I gotta go. I love you all.